All right, greetings everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's having a great day today. I got a fantastic new Star Wars shirt on. It's got like blueprints for Star Wars ships, so it's pretty fantastic. You know you need to still be in love with your wife when she buys you Star Wars shirts. Yep. So we got a new one. Cool new shirt. All right. I'm kind of watching the League of Legends final, so if you see me looking up over the camera, it's because I got my TV in the background, and I'm really interested to see this finals finish. Actually, it's a really good series, and I wanted to finish watching it. I thought this would be the last game, but if they go to Game 5, it's going to be another hour or so, so I figured I'd do the stream and just kind of watch it in the background. But, yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day today. Making it a great day. If it's not a good day, just remember, you can always make it whatever kind of day you want. It's up to you. It's up to you to perceive it as a good day. If you want to perceive it as a bad day, then what you wish for will come about. Pretty much universally true, right? So let's make it a good day today. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got David Duttro in the house. Got Nick in here. Keth Canum. Mothers says howdy, y'all. Hey, mothers. Storm Pooper's in the house. Planned Karma's here. We got Kat. Haven't seen Kat in a little while. Maybe lurking and not chatting too much, but nice to have you in here, Kat. Cool. My daughter had a joke one time when she was younger. She said, what do you call Hello Kitty when she's all grown up? And the answer to that joke was hi, Cat. So when I said hi, Cat, I thought of her joke. So there you go. She made that joke when she was like 6 years old. So yeah, good enough for a 6-year-old, I suppose. Enjoying the first hurricane in Southern California since FDR, says Storm Pooper. That's funny. Man, first hurricane, huh? I'm not a big news guy. Like, I don't even know what's going on in the world around me. Oh man, it's weird. Like there's so much of the news that's just bad news and negative stuff, and I think the thing that drives me crazy is that a lot of the news is presented with the opinion already shrink wrapped. Like they just want you to agree with their opinion, and I don't know, get tired of watching it. So there's a hurricane in Southern California, huh? Cool. Not cool. I'm just trying to talk and watch and do a stream, and it's not working out well for me. Yeah, well, I hope everybody's okay. Hopefully not too many people will do foolish things and stand in the path of a hurricane. I always like it when the news reporters are standing out there in like 100-mile-an-hour wind. And you think to yourself, yeah, I mean, do what you got to do for the news, but I don't know. So some things seemed a little bit too risky. Seems kind of like nonsense. Storm Pooper says, we even do bad weather well here. Mother says, I stay away from the news too, not worth the stress. I will say, though, some news channels have started running like some more just feel-good stories, things where they talk about people that did good things or, communities that had some kind of benefit or breakthrough or something. So at least the local news channels here in Dallas where I'm at, they tend to be a little more on the optimistic side sometimes. So maybe that's a trend that we can hope for to continue. Got to mess with my mic volume here. Seems like my mic's a little bit quiet tonight. Don't know if you guys hear the same thing. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit better. But okay, we've got some GACs to play tonight. We've got opponent already played a little bit on the Loquitur account, so we can take a look at that. Then we're going to jump into a discussion about cost of opportunity. Opportunity cost in project management. Because I think sometimes when I'm talking about account advice, some people hear what I'm saying and they have a different opinion, and then I get comments sometimes about, this is the best team in the game, everybody should be building this team, just period, right? Like, why don't you recommend just one thing to everybody? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, about why that might not make sense for everybody. Do that in between the GACs, and maybe that'll be something valuable for people in the game, and maybe something valuable for people in the rest of their life too. Sometimes I try to have these discussions, and hopefully people can ask questions or think about things just other than just the game. All right, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to split my time between watching this League of Legends match and playing my GAC and checking on the chat. So if you guys got something you want to say, let me know. How's my Rex and Nisa shards going? Fantastic. Crazy. Like what is going on with this event? Look at this. We already got Nisa to 5 stars. We've got Rex to 4 stars. Rex I'm farming only by farming his node on the dark side, and from a couple of these light side farms that I have every day. So we're farming Ninth Sister, and we're farming BT1, so we're doing like a couple hard farms on the light side. But we've got Nisa to 5 stars already. We've got Rex to 4 stars and counting, with 2 days of the event left to go. So that's a lot of Nisa in a couple days. Farming up the ult on Jabba. We think we've got 3 tokens closed out so far and counting. So we'll slow roll that. Well, I don't mind, but I did that on the Optisio account. I kind of came to this conclusion that once you got the character unlocked, you're not in as big of a hurry to get the ult as I have been in the past, or at least I'm not. So I'm still doing my light side hard farms, and if that makes the ult take a couple days longer, it's fine. Don't mind. All right, NRG taking a solid lead here. Looking good. All right, let's take a look at the opponent. CPYON. Copy with an N in it. CPYON. Pion. I always, when I look at names like this, I try to figure out if it's an anagram for something, if that series of letters makes a word and they just scrambled it up. I can't figure anything out for this one though. Maybe it's a English version of a Russian spelling or something. Okay, GOTW Dagobah Dermatology. Okay. GOTW. Oh man, I'm not getting it tonight. GOTW. Dagopod. I don't know. Man, there's some kind of references here that I'm not getting. All right, my opponent's 7.2 million galactic power, 2.8 in ships, 4.3 in characters. Galactic War Battles won 12-7. All right. So this account's not that different than the Loquitur account. A little more GP, but not too different. Let's see where he's at. Executors in. No profundity though. Malevolence and Negotiator are done. That Endurance, home 1. Relic, home 1. Akbar's Relic 3. Interesting. Finalizer, Relic 5, 5-star Finalizer. So he's got quite a bit of ship power, but only one big capital ship. Interesting. All right. 4 Galactic Legends: Luke, Kenobi, C, and SLKR. Interesting. So he went. Imagine that we started building like around the same time, right? So he went Sith Eternal, Kenobi, Executor, and then whereas I went into the Profundity and then Jabba, he went into 2 more Galactic Legends. So, yeah, very interesting to see how people build these accounts. Got Revens in here. There's Malik. There's Malgus. Starkiller's in the house. He's got a lot more relics than me, though. I feel like this account's probably been accelerated with a little bit of spending. Because that's quite a bit more stuff than I've got. Alright, I mean, it's not a good or bad thing. It's just the way it is. Speed on this account. Let's take a look. Moff Gideon, fastest non-GL. Let's see if he beats 382. 335. My Gideon's faster. That's all I care about. I've already won. We've already successed. Okay, 330 speed on Darth Revan. That's pretty good. Pretty fast Darth Revan. Cat's in here. 320 something, I'm sure. 307. Ooh, dropped off a lot. Okay, so I may have some advantages here on mods as well. That's nice. Okay, so he's got smaller fleets but more GLs but worse, little worse mods. All right, let's see what he put. Is that SLKR there on the bottom? No, I think that might be crew. All right, we do have the Malgus team here. A Qui-Gon team with Luminara. Well, in Grand Arenas, dispel all buffs, debuffs on allies. Tenacity up, 50 speed, heal over times. Also have 100% critical avoidance, immune to turn meter reduction. Whenever stack of heal over time is dispelled, reduce the cooldown of this ability. Other allies with protection up can't use these bonuses. Okay, so she's just making them harder to kill, I guess, but with no tank. Can't we just kill her and get rid of the... No, we can't kill her because of Qui-Gon. Oh, interesting. So yeah, we can't kill her until we kill Qui-Gon. Allies gain tenacity up. I don't really care about any of that. We'll do that with Akbar, or Radis, I mean. Wrong squid guy. Akbar. Radis. Alright, so this is crew. Looks like Bad Batch. We got the Newt team here. I'll probably do Mon Mothma there. The First Order team, maybe we'll just do Mara Jade here. We've had success before with this Mara Jade team, cutting down some pretty big First Order teams. So we'll play that out first. Man, this is a close game. There's a team fight going on now. Might be the game-winning team fight. Okay. They got a couple of them dead. Chasing down a third. Just do a basic here. We'll try to get them all stunned. And then we'll work on this Kylo first. Get some shock on him. Remove his turn meter. I'll get rid of the turn meter on the officer. Oh wow. He's taking like no damage at all from us. Huh. That's weird. I'm 100% sure that we've done this before successfully. Maybe I could only attack him when we're kicking. When we got him kicked. We'll leave him to the end. We'll kill crew here. Get him worked down, take away his turn meter. What am I missing? I've definitely done this before with this team, with this comp, with this combo. With this particular Kylo, he is not taking any sass from me. Alright, let's get him kicked. And then we'll just do basics. Interesting. Okay. Let's just do basics. We got to get the kick in, though. We do need to get the kick on him. All right. Stun him again, but that... we'll go over here to Palpatine so that we can... Let's try this. Nope, no dice. All right, kick. So whatever we do, we just got to cycle between kicks as quick as we can. And oh man, 100% protection back. That kill's probably going to mean timeout. Wow, he is avoiding every stun. Minute 15 left to go, and it's not looking promising, and we can't seem to get a stun on him. Get a kick in here. No stun again. He's going to kill Thrawn. If we can't get him stunned. Yep. Wow. Not exactly sure what went wrong here, because we have done this before. Should have brought in a healing immunity, I guess. Bring in a healing immunity to make sure that we can kill him. Alright, we'll clean him up here in a minute. Let's work through some other stuff here. NRG1, I can quit watching that now. Alright. Mother says, you're in Dallas, I'm in Austin. That's cool. I got some friends that live down in Austin. That's the key, watching your news for nightly news for 30 minutes. Any more of it's not news, it's all opinion. Yeah. Since your ticket farming Jabba, your Nisa drop rate is doubled. So then there's... Oh. So you guys think there's truth to that? Like, because farming tokens somehow gives you an advantage on what drops? I mean, it's pretty cool if it's true. We lost with this team last time because with that fight against the similar team, because the Django went crazy on me. So let's actually put a Datacron on here and make sure that we don't subject ourselves to the same garbage again. Droideca's the same way. I mean, it can get a kill, but it can't stop me from reviving, which is good. I just think full auto should work. There's 100% truth to extra drops during a GL farm. It's literally double the drop rate. Well, then I just got super lucky for happening to be on a farm during the double drop event, or during the Nisa event. But yeah, I mean, she's pouring into my account. She's just pouring in. So if I get the advantage of being on that Galactic Legend farm, I'll take it. Okay, let's kill Newt next. Get the Newts. You know what's funny? When I play Newt, my Newt always seems to be like super mediocre. Like, he's okay, but he's not that impressive. When I play against other people's Newt Gunray, it always seems to be like a really good character. Like, it does amazing things against me. And then when I play it, it's like, it's okay. It's all right. Maybe I just haven't found the right Newt comp, or made enough commitment to my Newt. Maybe I have to make more of a commitment, put a ring on it, marry up that Newt. But if I do that, he's just going to try to extort me, so, you know, the usual. So the question is, do I Wampa this and risk finding something on the back wall that I can't kill? Or do I try to take in a different team to kill Grievous? I really don't have that much other stuff to beat Grievous. I've got Jedi. So the options are like Revan Jedi. I could do Revan Jedi and save Jedi Knight Luke, right? We could do something like this and pull in. We leave Bastila and Old Ben for Luke, or Hermit Yoda. We would leave Bastila and Hermit Yoda, so we could use like Old Ben here. He's not that useful here though, is he? So we could like use this team. I don't know if we can actually kill Grievous first with this team though in threes. We might have to just go after the B2 first. Alright, so we'll kill B2 first. Then we'll kill Grievous. We'll save Wampa for the back wall. See what we see. Can we get something with some defense on it? Yeah, we do. We'll take some defense. Savage solo? Could do Savage. I suppose we could do Savage. It's only a Relic 3 here. No Magna Guard. Magna Guard is hard for Savage because I've done that matchup before and got kind of stuck with Magna Guard. Because B1 heals for so much if they've got a really, like a Relic 5 with good mods, Magna Guard. My Relic 5 Savage is struggle bus. We'll kick this Datacron off. We don't even need a Datacron on him for this, right? We'll go in and get it done. That's a good call. That's a good call. That saves me another team for the back wall if I need them. That's cool. Thanks, Boris. I appreciate the suggestion. I didn't think of doing it that way. Oh boy. Never mind. We're going to have to kill B1 first. We're doing no damage to that B1 or B2, I mean. We'll get the B1 out of here, get rid of all that recovery. Too much recovery for them. It'll make the battle go on a while, and Grievous will get a ton of hit points, but really not much we can do about that. Okay, he gets 2 turns in a row because he killed his own B1. Okay, now we can do the execute to get some buffs, because that's fun. And we should be able to work through the Grievous. Get him into the yellow. Oh, quit healing up, bro. Bye. No! Wow. We did we did the execute on him and it didn't even kill him. 100,000 damage, took off like a quarter of his health. So he was at like 400,000 health right there. Yikes! Anyone know if the double drops count for mods as well? Yeah, somebody said not for mods. Okay, we get this bad batch, which is Hunter, Echo, Tech. Hunter, Echo, Tech. I mean, what we can do is bring in troopers and just annihilate them. They're only Relic 3. Like a lot of things, if you underestimate them, you can find yourself on a losing side of a match in a hurry. So I want to take in something good, but not too good. So what do we have that's good enough to beat this, but not something that I'll be throwing away? I think we need troopers up top, right? Wasn't there a Jedi training ray up there? Maybe I'm misthinking. Let's go take a look back up top. Okay, no, there's a Qui-Gon team. So we're saving back the Radis team. We've got Sith Eternal Emperor to deal with this. If there's nothing else that we have to have the C for. C4? C4. C4. It's an explosive galactic legend after all. Alright, so another option we could potentially have here is Vader. Right? Because these guys aren't going to be that fast. And they don't start out with any tenacity, and I can pull them out of stealth. So can I just Vader this? And kind of grab it on the cheap? We'll do like Vader. Tank. We don't really need Wat Tambor. What could mess us up here? So if they get going and they stun us, that'll be inconvenient. Be better if we had that. I mean, we could take Gideon in here and just drain their turn meter when they get close to taking a turn. He's like double their speed. $191. 200. He's not quite double their speed because I don't have Veer's lead. 262. Man, I'm afraid to underestimate this team, though. I am afraid to underestimate this team. I got CLS Han Chewie. I've got Dash Han Chewie and CLS in the bots. I've got Wampa. We've got Galactic Legend. Maybe we do just take Imperial Troopers in here. Blow them up. See the back wall. Go from there. I think that seems like a good enough plan. I hate using up a good team, but I also really don't want to get stuck on these bad batch, which can be surprisingly good even with bad mods. Hey DL, did you hear about the glitch that if you're ticket farming, there are bonus shards on the side you're ticket farming for? I'm farming SLKR, Alt, and double Nisa drops. Yeah, we just talked about that. Just talked about that a few minutes ago. That's confirmed, huh? That's really good. That's like a nice little bonus to take advantage of. When there's a glitch in the game that's unintentional and it's not meant to be, I typically don't take advantage of those kinds of glitches. But in this case, it's just if it's unintentional, it's still part of the game, so there's no reason to not use it. Okay, how are we going to take this guy out? Probably just bounty hunters. Bring in some bounty hunters and then just make him disappear. We can do like something like this. We need somebody else who has a buff already, though. So Boba Fett, maybe. That's overkill. Man, I do not want to use good characters against... you know what? Let's just get in there and get this done. We'll use the Zam to give ourselves more speed and whatnot. And then we'll just try to get to the alt quick, or not the alt, but you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Get the contract going here. Pfft, don't even get to the contract. Or is like, it's my boomstick. So it really was just the crew leadership keeping him alive. Just the Kylo Ren unmasked leadership. There's that Iden team, so we saved our Wampa for that. That's good. We've got a Jedi Master Luke back here, which we can use Sith Eternal Emperor against, which means that we have to find some way to beat Malgus up top. So what's our best chance of beating this guy without using Sith Eternal? Something like this. Is it better to have Revan in the lead, or is it better to have Jedi Knight Luke in the lead and take away their speed? Although they don't have much speed, right? We already determined that Revan is like, Darth Revan's the only fast character. 189 on Malgus. Radis the Malgus, because he doesn't have Okay. Use Radis here. Use Radis here because he doesn't have Malik. Okay, what's the best Datacron we have left for these guys? Protection up, accuracy, offense, crit chance, crit avoidance. Okay, we can do that. Alright, and then we just gotta control it till we can kill with the alt, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can get done here. Okay, all kinds of fears, bad stuff, negative. Okay, let's get rid of some debuffs for what it's worth. Okay, let's get him back because we can. Oh, he's gone again. Do you have a video on which ships are best with each capital ship? Or a suggestion to find a video? So, I don't specifically have like videos on the best fleet, for example, but there's certainly videos out there that you can see. And you can also watch my GACs. You can see the gameplay of how I'm playing the fleets that I have. Executor takes all the bounty hunters. That's pretty obvious. The Profundity takes, you know, the appropriate rebels. So that's pretty obvious. Let's see. Should we do this right now? Yeah, we can do it right now. We get no kills. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 0 kills with that. That is not a good sign. Oh, come on. Oh, we're done. Radis fail. We got Bastille out of here though, so we're not gonna. Well, yeah, equalized. So what exactly makes Jin not die here? Well, Radis is the Omicron in Grand Arena. That's not even an Omicron, right? It's just while Radis is still alive, Jin can't be killed. Man, that was not great. So yeah, I think we're looking at this team. And I think Revan lead is better. And then we'll see if we can get a good Datacron here. Okay. So let's just give him the increased damage right away. Pass it over to Luke. Get some stuns that don't stun anybody. We'll take this. Let's just kill Malgus. Let's just go all in on him. And then we can finish off Revan. Yeah, I think this would have been a better play from the start, but we're not going to get the assist out of that because it's Revan. All right, well, a low banner win. But we got it. And then Qui-Gon down here, same kind of thing. We need to take in a team that can get a little control. We got to try to stun Anakin or at least ability block him or something. Who do we have that can ability block the Anakin? I mean, honestly, we just have to get Qui-Gon dead. If we have to do a cleanup on this, we can clean it up. Let's do bounty hunters. All right, we don't... So we just do this and we rely on speed and hope that Anakin can't kill us when he goes Nova. What about Dooku? My Dooku's pretty badly modded. Yeah, Dooku's on defense anyway. Defensive Dooku. I think we could just take these bounty hunters in, give them some extra health, and... Oh, we don't have the Datacron anymore for that. Never mind. This will kill Qui-Gon no matter what, right? So, if we can't kill the whole team, as long as we kill Qui-Gon, everything else can be respected. We unfortunately have to kill Qui-Gon first. I'm just going to kick, because that'll kill him, right? And then Anakin will go bang, and it is what it is. Rocket to the face for her. Kick. Taunt. We're not getting the contract, man. We got the contract at the same time they're dead. Alright. So we just weathered the storm. What would prevent us from using Enfys Nest here? There's no stun, and there's no tenacity down. Right, so we can just nestify this. I feel like no dazes, no stuns. They've got good damage, but I'll be hidden behind my purple protection. I'll be able to do counterattacks. Feels okay. Get some dazes. A daze. A daze and a confuse. Alright. I really wish I could use the stun, but with that foresight up, just gonna dodge it, so that's not good. Alright. Now we got the foresight down. So we can try the stun. Resist it. Ooh, that was a big hit. That took a lot of my life. Let's get this Omicron out of here. Slow him down a bit. Bouquet Executioner, I guess. Well, you know what? Let's just kill Phasma. And then we can duke it out with the Executioner. Try the stun. Try the veal. I'll be here all week. Ooh. 58 banners, we'll take it. Enfys Nest, still tasty after all these years. Alright, and then Savage. How to kill Savage. Savage kills CLS on his own, right? He's a counter to a CLS team, so we don't want to do that. Do it this way with Nihilus. And what else? Tank maybe. Throw a tank in there. Do I need to tank for the Sith Eternal versus Luke battle? Who do we want to throw in here to help? Can't use Watt because we need Watt for the battle down bottom. I don't want to underestimate the damage though here either, because if they go crazy with damage, then we lose in a hurry. I'm going to put the tank in here. We'll burn the tank. Bring a bulky cron for the bounty hunters. Okay. Let's do that. Let's get Taunt up over here. Let's isolate. And then let's try to get Sidious out of here, because we do not want to mess around with all the healing immunities that he has to offer. Pull the cooldowns out of everybody. Try to stun again. Okay. Let's get Taunt up over here again. Executed. Not great. Okay, get over on Savage here. Take him out. Let's isolate over here because we can. Steal cooldowns again. Get off my Treya. You know they're not though, right? They're going to stay firmly entrenched on the Treya. A couple Gear 12 characters here against Relic 7s, so not exactly going to be a quick execution here. Yeet. Alright, throw that. Okay, 52 banners. We get to see ships. Grilling with Grove says, hey! Well, hello. How are you doing today? Hope you're making it a great day. Alright, so we have an Executor here and a Malevolence with Geos. So we can probably take down that Malevolence with our Negotiator. Let's take this one. Let's use this. Let's use Wat Tambor. I'm going to throw in Moff Gideon just to cut down their damage and buy me some time. I just finished smoking and grilling some jerk chicken. Nice. Okay, so this should be easy. I mean, I'm overkilling this. Remember, guys, he already got stopped on my Jabba. So I'm performing for the most reliable wins, not the highest banner wins, with the idea that he can't full clear anyway. Or even if he does, he's going to be seriously lacking resources. Huh. You know, I don't think I ever knew that before. Look, the Deceived, the Demoralize. Demoralize doesn't affect Galactic Legend. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed that before. So with that being the case, yeah, my poor Gideon just got melted. Alright, so let's do this. And that. And I'm actually going to link again here. And we're going to steal Hermit Yoda's protection just because I want it for myself. And then we'll stay on Luke. Okay. 51 banners. Here's this Iden team. Here's this Wampa team. And my opponent did not put a leader in. Last couple of times we've seen somebody put like Dark Troopers, or one opponent had a Veers in their Iden team. This opponent, not so much. A Womp. Just do a smash. Smashy. We'll ramp damage because, you know, why not? Okay, half hour worth of animation later. Okay, Dark Trooper down. Stark down. Take him down again here. If this was a conquest feat for getting kills for Wampas, that would be fantastic, right? You get like 75 kills in one battle. They've done a pretty good job of taking like all the Night Sister teams and all that stuff out of conquest, so you can't get all the kills in one battle anymore. They used to put in a standard Night Sister team with Zombie, and you could just kill Zombie like 50 times and complete your 50 kills right away. We don't want Jedi. That's not what I want. Let's take Dash. You know what? I don't think I have that team built. Let's just do this. Scoundrels, Dash, Han, Chewie. No Datacron. If they had like a high relic Cara Dune or somebody who gave turn meter, we'd have to take this a little more seriously, but with only him and Lando, not too hard. Okay, then we've got this team, and we can use Chewie, 2PO, 3PO, not because we need them to kill this team, but because we have them. It's the old saying, I don't know how many we're going to need, but I know how many we're going to use. That's Bill White. If anybody likes Bill White as a comedian, I think that story he tells about being thrown out of a bar in New York is pretty hilarious. And that's one of the ending lines. The bouncers are about to throw him out, and he says, like, there's 6 big guys, and he's like, I don't know how many of them it would have taken to beat me up, but I knew how many they were going to use. And that's important information to have. It cracks me up. All right. Let's see. You know what? Let's in this, for the sake of experimentation, let's have fun with this Sonastaros team. I need to keep using this team and figure out like how good it really is. Because I've been pretty impressed with what this team has pulled off in a couple battles. So, Rolo just drops the bomb. I mean, maybe the right way to play this is actually more toward using Stormtrooper Han instead of Captain Han in 3s. Now we got Biggie Boy to deal with. All right. Big's not getting a whole lot of free turns here. Ooh, that's a lot of hits. Mothers, yeah, y'all have to look him up. Bill White. Yeah, Bill White. I think that story is actually on the what was it called, like the Redneck Comedy Tour or whatever, that had Bill Engvall and Bill White, Larry the Cable Guy, and man, Jeff Foxworthy. Yeah, Jeff Foxworthy, I think. Yeah, so it's got like 4 pretty famous comedians, and then that Bill White tells that story in that Redneck Comedy Tour. He's got another one where he talks about he's flying on this little tiny plane, and he says he doesn't like flying in small planes, and the captain comes over the intercom and says something, and he's like, I don't know why the guy said it over the intercom. He could have just looked over his shoulder and said, hey, y'all, we got some turbulence. All right, let's enter the RNG festival here. Click a button, see if we get assists. If we get assists, we win. DL, you should use C-3PO lead with Watt and Hoda. Why didn't I think of that? That team is so good. That team is so good. I mean, people don't see it coming with no leadership, right? They don't think a no-lead team can do that well, but with that combo, I hear it's strong. And we lost the RNG festival, folks. Outrider down, battle lost. Let's see if we can take out a couple more of his ships at least. Maybe we can clean it up. Still get a full clear. Let's do this. Without the Outrider, it just takes forever to get to the alt. So unless we get his ships, yeah. I was going to say, unless we get his ships killed like super efficiently, we're not going to get it. Let's see if we can kill the Razor Crest. Let's just make it our job to kill this Razor Crest so we don't have to deal with that if we come in to clean up. We actually have to kill it twice. It's not easy to do, and we're going to get stuck behind this Hound's Tooth again here on the next turn. Okay. Here it comes. We got to get a big assist out of this. Come on now. Not enough. Okay. So the Millennium Falcon's area effect skill is literally our only... Oh, we got protection up. All right. Let's see. Let's see if our MILF can do this. Come on, give me one more turn. No, no, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh, come on, bro. Zachary says, I see the C-3PO Watt Hoda team beat a Jabba with Master Kenobi and Lord Vader all on the same team. It might be true. It was true once, right? That happened once in Grand Arena, but you would have had to have that team on defense, not on offense. So just to make sure nobody actually gets baited by this discussion, that is completely not a valid team. They all three run away if there's no other characters there, so if you play that team, they all three instantly run away and you lose. But there was a Grand Arena, like probably 2 years ago or something like that, where they were first doing 3v3, and they had some kind of cheat checker program in service. And where's the soldier? So if your battle was over too quickly, it would flag you as a cheater. So what people were doing, they would put that team on defense, and then your opponent has to face it. They don't have a choice. If they want to play the GAC, they got to fight it. And as soon as they fight it, they're flagged for cheaters and their account's banned. And that's it. You win the GAC. Assuming that, of course, that they didn't also cheese you and you could clear their stuff. But yeah, you'd instantly be done playing for the week because you'd be banned as a cheater. And all those people, of course, got reinstated back into the game and whatever, but that was a couple days later after the GAC was already over. So those are the kind of tactics. Remember when we were talking earlier and I said, you know, if something is in game and it's unintentional, it's not bad to use it. For something like this double drop Nisa thing, that's the kind of thing where even knowing that it works, I would never put that defense down and insta-ban my opponent, because even though it does work and it's something in the game that's not your doing, you're not intentionally cheating, it's still not in the spirit of the game. There's no way. That's just mean if you know that and you do it anyway. And I'm not mean enough to do it, so there you go. All right, let's give this one go with the malevolence and see if there's some miracle we can clean it up. Yeah, Zachary, yeah, that's exactly it. Either you lose the GAC or you got banned. Yep. Mothers puts out a band. Different kind of band. This is not the band you were talking about. Let's, if we could kill Boba Fett first, that's probably better. Right? We gotta prevent him working his way toward the alt. If we kill Razor Crest, that takes some doing. I don't want to use this yet because I want to. Never mind. I was gonna say I want to save it for using on the Hound's Tooth, but that ship's gonna be dead before we ever get to use it on the Hound's Tooth, so that's a mistake on my part. Okay, so here we come. No area effect off of that guy, so that's good. Sure, we'll put Buzz Droids on there. Doesn't have the buff immunity, but let's see how much damage we can get done. We can potentially take out the Razor Crest. That's good, right? Oh man, fine. We'll just put Buzz Droids back here. Get the kill. Probably not the best move, but let's see. Let's go here. Just gotta stall out the ult as long as we can from him, if possible. We have 5 ships on the field, so we can't even do can't even get more little guys. All right, there's a kill. That'll get us a new Vulture droid. Oh my goodness. Now it's official. Now we are officially getting wrecked. Man. We need Buzz Droids again, guys. We got to get some Buzz Droids on these ships. If we bring in Plo, we can heal up a little bit and then maybe survive to next turn and get the ult. That's the goal. Let's see if we can make it till our next Malevolence turn. Okay. He didn't have the ship kill. And we've got loaded up. Oh, we've got ability block on spy. No. I even saved the big skill. All right, we got to do this. We got to call an assist, and we got to hope that we can kill this Houndstooth. All right. Houndstooth down. Tooth down. All right, we're going to lose our capital ship next time. Oh, next time he goes. Let's do the area effect and get another vulture droid. Dodged. Over. Man, we had that Slave 1 dead, and he dodged our little assist. So bad. This is so bad. All I got left is this rebel garbage. Trash. But we can get in there and get a quick kill. And then somehow, if we can just keep calling in reinforcements and keep him on the run. Never give up. Never give up. Okay. Come on now. Where'd you get all that protection from, son? Instantly heals him back to full. No, that's the kiss of death right there. We're done. We're instantly done. Oh, man. So frustrating. Okay. Got Big's taunting, though, so who knows? Maybe we'll get some kind of miracle here. Let's just keep reinforcing. Keep on pulling the trigger. Okay, all right. We weathered that storm. Here we go. First order coming in to save the day. Big hit. Boink. Hey, we cleaned it up. Cleaned it up. Zachary says you'd get a rubber band when playing in a band. Save the buzz droids for Bosk or Slave 1. So with the buzz droids, what I was trying to do is the original vulture droid that you get can put buff immunity, but you have to put buff immunity on Bosk when it's not his turn to go next right away. Because if he goes, he takes a basic, he gets rid of all the debuffs, and you just wasted it. So you kind of want to time it so that you get the buff immunity onto Bosk, and then you can stun him with Sunfac. And the timing was not working out at all for it. So I was holding back the buzz droids just on that one vulture droid because I was trying to get Bosk taken care of. All right, so he beat my Grievous team. He went up against my Jabba team, and he got stopped. You get the stoppy hand from Jabba, and that's all he played. So we got a full clear. Even if he can come back and clear that Jabba, I think he's going to struggle on points. So this week, my building stuff for JML took a back seat to trying to get the best possible raid contribution. So I did take both Jabba the Hutt and Chrysanthemum up to Relic 8. So next week I will have a full Relic 8 Jabba team on defense. So that's pretty fantastic. I'm completely out of materials though, so I Relic 8 2 characters, which takes a ton of signal data and saves bronzium wiring. But because I'm farming Darkside, I'm really low on bronzium wiring anyway, so got an interesting little bottleneck on this account now. All right, so let's talk about opportunity cost. So, opportunity cost is typically something associated with capital projects. Now, for anybody who doesn't know or has never heard of the idea of capital projects, When a company makes money, have you guys ever thought about this? Where does the money go? Like, we all imagine that some, fat, rich old man somewhere, so just picture me, but rich. I got the fat old man part down, right? But some guy somewhere is taking the money from the profits, right? But that's really not what happens in a company. So, especially in publicly traded companies, where does the money go? Why are companies so eager to make profit, and where does the money go? Well, part of it goes back into operating costs to run the business, salaries, rent for buildings, whatever. Some of the profit does go back to the shareholders, and whether that's an owner or stockholders or people who have dividend stocks or whatever it is for that particular company, some of the money goes back out to pay the people who are investing and taking all the risk of having the ownership. But that's less than you would think. It's less than you would think that's going out. Most of the profit, big chunk of the profit, goes into a pool for reinvestment in projects. And whether that's building your 7th factory or buying a new machine for one of your factories so you can build your parts faster, or whether it's, if you're a service organization, if it's expanding into some new office areas and opening a new phone center, whatever it is, making a change in your business, in order to make more money, you have to spend more money to make more money, right? So part of the business profits go into a pool, and then you do a capital project, you build something new, and then next year your revenue goes to 1.4 million instead of 1.2 million, and you're happy that you invested in the capital project, right? So what does all that have to do with Galaxy of Heroes? Well, let's say that you're looking at projects in the game, right? So let's just do a project management tab, right? And let's say that the thing that's on your mind is Inquisitors. And you say, okay, if only I build these Inquisitors, then I can have Grand Inquisitor and Third Sister. So how good are the Inquisitors? Are they good? Are they great? With Third Sister, they can kill almost any GL. They can take apart almost any defense that the opponent puts there. So eventually, given a long enough timeline, the payout to this is literally one of the best characters in the game. Okay, so let's say also, for instance, that you want to do Afra. So for whatever reason, let's say your guild, let's give you a reason. Let's say your guild is making commitments to territory battles, and everybody has to build some stuff to put into the to put into the missions. Hondao. Come on, Loquitur spelling. So Hondo, and then who's the last character for this journey? Wow, I'm blanking. Sana, the droids, Hondo. I'll have to look it up in the journey guide on my other account because I'm like completely blanking on who that 5th character is. No, there's no 5th character. That's why. Because it's only those 4. And then you get Afra. Okay. So there you go. That's why I can't think of a 5th character, because there isn't one. Okay, so Afra. Okay. And then let's say that up for consideration is Leia, right? So you want to do Captain Rex, Nisa, Scout Trooper, and maybe you still need some Leia shards for your Rolo, and then you got a Drogan. You know, we'll just put a placeholder in here for Drogan. We'll call this Leia stuff. Okay, so what should you do? Right? Like I really want this Afra team in my account for whatever reason. So my guild says they're doing more stuff for TBs. We've all got to pick characters to take to relic levels. And, you know, if I have to take a character to relic level for TB, I would rather do BT1 and 000 than Kanan Jarrus Relic 6 or, you know, some of the other garbage that you could have to pick off the list. So you say, okay, guild, I'm going to do Afra. I'll do BT1, 000. I'll do those relics, and then at least I'll have built relics that I like. So the question is, which one of these things should you pick? And I think everybody faces this kind of challenge in their account building, and people have asked for reviews before. In some cases, I've told people to go for Inquisitors, and in some cases, I've told people, you know, don't go for Inquisitors unless your guild requires it, etc. So how do you pick which project to work on? What criteria do you set? Which one's the most fun for you? How do you pick? So, I mean, before I jump into the ideas that I want to discuss, you guys tell me. Share with me your own thoughts. Type something into chat, and also click the like button, because a lot of people haven't smashed that like button yet. But yeah, let's talk about this. All right. Zachary says, I'm almost at SLKR. That's cool. If you get to SLKR during the event, apparently you get double drops on Nisa. Question for anyone: does Jedi Knight Luke still work as a counter against SLKR in 3s? I almost pulled it off yesterday. So I did Jedi Knight Luke and came very close to beating him. But the comp that I was using was Revan, Luke, and then armor, trying to get the Beskar armor onto Jedi Knight Revan. I think it would have been better if I would have put it on Luke, because then it would have ended up just Luke against SLKR. SLKR wouldn't have been able to build up any alt meter because the Beskar armor prevents critical hits. So it would have just been Luke against SLKR. And I think Luke hits hard enough that he would have taken out SLKR. But yeah, it can still work in 3s, but it's unreliable. That's what I would say. All right. Yesterday was great. I was on a live stream on a new channel I found because somebody bought me a free roster review. Nice. Jack Brady says, I'm only a few months in, but my criteria would be to focus on tunes that I like, that I both like and are good in PvP. An example would be Gas for me in the future. Okay. Well, I'm not getting much participation from the chat. Y'all are being quiet out there. So anyway, there's a lot of ways to settle this, right? So if what you do for your guild is most important, then obviously you got to do that. But if you're doing this, you might have to farm up shards in the background. If you're doing Inquisitors, you have to be in a guild where the whole guild wants to do them. Just doing them by yourself, basically what you're saying is, when I get them done, I'm going to have to go to a guild that's going to help me get Third Sister. But if your guild's doing them, you know, whatever, that's it's relevant. So here's what opportunity cost is. When you go in and you look at your 3 different capital projects, I have resources that I can invest. I can either invest them in farming up Inquisitors. I can invest them in finishing out Afra for my guild, getting these characters for TBs. Or I can use all of my resources to go for Leia. In the evaluation of which one has the best payback, you say, okay, what do I get for each one? And that's where the idea of opportunity cost comes in, because whichever one you do, you don't get to do the other ones. So if you've got 3 investment opportunities and each one of them looks like they're going to have great returns, you have to pick one of them, and you don't get to do the other 2. And while that's not strictly true, I mean, you could be working on 2 journeys easily. Let's take this as an example, right? So you got to pick one. Well, let's say you pick Leia. If you hit the farming and it works out and you get Leia pretty quickly into the raid cycle, what's the payout? Well, the payout is increased raid loot. If you have Leia, maybe you get a 4 million raid contribution. If you don't have her, you probably still get a 2 million raid contribution, and it's still okay, right? So having Leia is not going to be the difference between, let's say, getting raid loot or not getting raid loot, but it's going to be the difference between a guild who just settles for the 25 box or a guild that's going for the 130 box or something like that, right? So without Leia, maybe you can't access the best rewards in that raid, but you'll still get rewards out of the raid. So the difference is not with Leia I can do the raid, without her I can't. The difference is with Leia I can probably score better. And we don't know how the raid's going to lay out and all that stuff, but you got to assume that that's the case, just like it is with Jabba and the crate. But meanwhile, while I'm earning that with Leia, that's sometime in the future, and in the meantime, I'm not getting that 3rd sister shard. So down the road, 6 months from now, I don't have 3rd sister now. I still won't have 3rd sister, and potentially won't have it for a long time if I keep pushing off the Inquisitors. So the Inquisitors, on the other hand, you build them, your whole guild decides to go in for Inquisitors, you all get the 3rd sister somewhere down the road. You get an Inquisitor team with the Grand Inquisitor that's effective. It does something, right? But then you miss out on high scores in the raid. And the guild just, as a guild, says, okay, we're going to get 3rd sister. Everybody's going to get that. And we're just going to accept the 25 bucks on this raid for a while. If we get to 90, cool, but we're not going to go for 130 or 265 or crazy numbers. We're just going to be satisfied with what we get. But the opportunity cost of doing the Inquisitors and making that a guild focus is that you're going to delay anything you do down here by probably 3 months. And I know that for a focused account builder, building these 5 characters to Relic 7 is a matter of something like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. We could get all these characters to Relic 7. We could farm up Kairos in the background. Like, it's not a 3-month detour. The problem is, when you're trying to do that for a whole guild, the whole guild's on different timelines, not everybody's efficient at account building, so you're on a really long timeline. So these are the decisions that we have to make. And when I'm looking at somebody's account, when I'm doing a review, what I'm trying to think of, and I just do this, I guess, naturally because it's my career as an engineer and an optimizer, I'm looking at a person's account, I'm thinking about what income, what result is best for this account, and then the opportunity cost is if you do something else, you miss out on that, right? So for example, I look at an account where a person's got an executor and they're asking me what first Galactic Legend they should do, and I'll say put in a full relic team, like a full relic CLS team or a full relic Padme team in between. So build 5 relic characters as a team between Executor and SLKR. And do that because of Conquest, right? So the opportunity of going straight into the Galactic Legend, you get to those rewards sooner, you get to a better Galactic Challenge crate sooner, you get a lot of stuff by getting a Galactic Legend, but then the whole time you're building the Galactic Legend, you've lost an opportunity to get conquest rewards. And I believe that conquest is the second thing that you build for in the game, right? First thing, establish your fleet placement. Second thing is establish your conquest teams, and then move on to Grand Arena Territory Battle, whatever your favorite thing in the game is. So the opportunity cost of building the GL or not building the GL is just based on a snowball effect. Like, what's the best way to get the right income and gear into your account so that you keep building faster and faster. All right, I'm going to check up on chat. All right. Jack Mother says contributing as much as possible. I'm a noob. That's fair. Jar Jar Binks says everyone's account is different, and I've found that you focus on squads for PvE and raids that would gain more than focusing on a GL. Jar Jar Binks says I have some guilds focus on raids and others that focus on the territory battle. That's fair. Jar Jar Binks says Jabba's different though because of the events. So Leia's going to be the same. Will there be an event specifically for Jabba or for Leia? There may be. There may or may not be, right? But for sure, there's going to be a sequence in Conquest where, in some way, GL Leia is going to be pulled into all the requirements. You know, get 15 kills with GL Leia in your squad, you know, or 15 battles, win 15 battles with her in your squad. When they introduced the Tuskens, you know, for like 2 cycles of the Conquest, everything in there was about Tuskens. And then even now there's still like gain momentum quests and stuff like that in Conquest. So whatever they build around the Galactic Legend Leia will definitely be in the Galactic Challenges, in Conquest, and in all these different events. So the short-term payoff is there. There's going to be a definite difference in rewards all over in the game for people who do Leia versus the people who don't. But, like I said, in the meantime, if you do Leia and you count on all that stuff happening, you're not getting to Third Sister. You're not ever getting that character into your account. I mean, maybe there's 5 people in your guild that are getting your shards, so you'll get it after, 4 years or something. But that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about with opportunity cost. I think when you're thinking about the next big journey that you're going to do in the account, and you're starting to farm characters and shards and think about what to do, I think it makes a lot of sense to do something like this. Just lay out for yourself the things you would need to do a couple of different things, and then try to evaluate, like, if I do one of these things and not the others, which one am I going to be the most happy with? And it doesn't have to be the same answer for every person or every account, right? Like I've never committed to the Inquisitors, but I've been farming them little bits here and there in the background for a long time. They've been on my farming tab, and I get those nodes sometimes. So, I mean, I'm not in bad shape on the Inquisitors, and if the guild ever decided they would go there, I'm on the home stretch on these guys, and we'll just have to commit to getting Fifth Brother out of the Cantina. So, if the guild decides that this is going to be our guild priority, I'm within striking distance of making it happen. So that's what I've done. I've not decided to build them, but I also haven't ignored them, and we'll get them someday. And I did agree to build BT1 and 000 for the territory battles simply because I think this team looks fun. The Afra team looks fun. The Sanastaros team is interesting, so there's no reason not to go ahead and build this out, So those are the kinds of things that I'm looking at. I'm prioritizing Leia. I'm still going to farm this up and get these characters going. And then the Inquisitors. And then all of the other stuff in the game. Lord Vader and SLKR and Rey and all of the other stuff that I could be doing just has to wait. right? Because I feel like these things all give more opportunity than the other things. So again, I don't know if that helps people, right? I don't know if that helps you, but do that evaluation, do that balance in the game, and stick with your decision. The thing that frustrates me the most is when I see people make a decision and they'll be building Inquisitors and they'll be working on this, and then Leia comes along and they'll be like, oh man, I got to do that instead. And they'll leave these Inquisitors like half finished, and they'll move on to working on the Leia stuff. And they'll finish the Leia journey, and then, you know, something else new will come along. And don't jump between projects. You know, once you commit to a project, once you say, this is my project, spend your resources, finish it out, get it done. All right, let's move over to the Obtisio account. And always, you know, you guys, if you got questions about this, just let me know. Slide says, speaking of optimizing, aren't you playing kind of risky focusing on dark side for Nisa not knowing her farming node? What if she's in Cantina? What if she's in Cantina? Then thank God I made the best decision. Nobody, I'm telling you right now, nobody with experience in this game wants to single shard drop farm anything out of Cantina. That is absolutely horrible. You lose so much signal data having to farm a single drop character out of Cantina. It's awful. I'd rather do all hard farm characters than have to farm something out of Cantina. It's just brutal. You can do it on a shorter timeline, right? So you can farm up a Cantina character in like 4 weeks, but in the 4 weeks that you farm it up, you're not getting signal data. And that's, oh man, 4 weeks with no signal data is brutal. Brutal. Yeah, that would be the absolute best decision. If Nisa shows up in the Cantina, I will be extremely thankful that I don't have to do that. To be fair. All right. Zach says, I'm currently farming Rex because I basically had all the Leia requirements. Yeah, and I mean, if you've done JML, there's a ton of overlap between JML and Leia. And of course, again, with Jabba, Jabba has a lot of overlap there too because of the Jedi Knight Luke requirement. So yeah, that 3 GL package is a pretty good deal, right? A lot of overlap, a lot of synergy with the builds. All right, so Loquitur looks like he's going to be on a 3-win streak, and Obtisio is looking like it might be a 3-loss streak. My goodness, I popped my head up here into the bottom of Erodium, and Erodium 5 seems to be filled with these big accounts, or at least bigger than mine. 6 million galactic power for my opponent, 2.3 in ships, 3.6 in characters. Galactic War Battles won 15,000. So that puts him at 3 years, 3.5 years. Let's see, 17,000 to be 4 years, so 3.5 years, yeah. Interesting. So fully twice as long in the game playing as Obtisio. Or more. All right, so let's take a look. We only see the negotiator in the fleets. That's not a... Well, I mean, when you're playing them in GAC, that is what you want to see. As you know, as somebody who wants to see good accounts, man, having a 6 million account with no big capital ship feels bad to me. Lots of good stuff in here, though, right? We got Chimera built out. We've got Malevolence Negotiator. Radis is 5 stars, so maybe he has Rey already. Okay, so he's got Rey and Sith Eternal. Interesting pair. Rey and Sith Eternal. I wonder if he's working his way into Jedi Master Luke now. Han Solo's not relicked. So interesting. Does he have Jedi Knight Luke yet? Tons of Jedi. Yeah, the Jedi Knight Luke down here is Relic 3. He's sad. He's Relic 3, he's sad. 224 speed. That's the worst of both worlds, right? It's not enough speed to be fast enough on him, and it's not slow enough to be a super slow leader. Okay, this guy's got a lot of stuff in his account for only 2 GLs. He's got both Revens, Malik. There's got to be like Star Killer and other stuff in here, doesn't there? No, he's just got teams like Grievous and the Geos that are relicked. Interesting. Interesting account. Okay, so he's got Trey Omicron. Do we have Savage relicked in here somewhere? I don't see him. Okay, interesting choice of characters for this guy. Let's see what Bjarnolf left us on defense. The good news is it doesn't feel like he's going to beat Jabba, right? Because he would have to take his Sith Eternal in here, try to clear these two out, and then come back around and fight a Relic 8 Jabba. That feels like he's going to be stuck. I think they're going for JMK, says Zachary. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out because it feels like the account must be close to a 3rd GL, but I didn't notice that. So you saw the JMK stuff. All right, so we've got Padme here. That's one of the most dangerous teams I see so far. We've got Jedi Knight Luke. Interesting. So I'll probably have to play like my Luke versus his Luke. Because this team... Luke is tough to kill. Luke is tough to kill, and once he starts counterattacking your face off, it's brutal. So I might need my Jedi Knight Luke team here. We can 5-0 first. We can Troopers. That team we don't have to worry about. Alright, let's see if he left us a GL here on bottom. Rey is in the house. So he's going to be stuck on Jabba. And I'm going to be stuck on Rey. Nothing to kill that. Then we got some Troopers. We can Wampa this. We can't Wampa Rey, can we? What would stop us? There's no Kylo in there. If there's no Kylo, can Wampa kill Rey? Can the Whirlwind kill Wampa? Right? Because she'll lifeblood herself down to the point where... Nah, I think that's the problem. I think Whirlwind is what kills my Wampa. Because it does... What is it? Twice massive damage? 2x massive damage? Sudden Whirlwind. Deal twice massive damage. And massive damage is 100,000, right? She gains mastery as Wampa gains TM. Yeah, so how much... Yeah... See, we're a little over 100,000, so 2x massive damage kills us. Kills us outright. Alright, so once she starts stacking up some mastery, we can't hold out against it even with good armor. So if we killed the ads... Man, I'm trying to think my way through this because this is a pretty weak Rey team, right? She's Relic 7. We got C-3PO here. We've got Holdo. I don't think I can do it, though. I don't think... Man, I long for the days when Vader was awesome. Where Darth Vader could kill a team like this. I mean, I don't have the Vader team to kill this team, but it was fun back when that used to be legit. Sith trio can't do it. Ah. Yeah, no, I can't think of a way through Rey. We got Fin Poe here. So we can kill that. We can kill Fin Poe with CLS or something. We can Wampa this. So let's just go for efficiency. Let's go for ships. I've got my profundity on defense. So maybe he gets stuck on profundity. That's got to be the hope. So I'll play Jedi here against his Jedi. And let's make that the first battle and see if we can get this done. What's your Night Sisters like? Trash. Trash. Zachary wants me to cup solo now. Man, I'm getting no end of bad advice from people today. Cup solo. I would never even build Cup. Until Cup becomes a requirement for a Galactic Legend, Cup shall remain untouched. Again, opportunity cost. If I spent any materials on Coruscant Underworld Police, I would have to think for the rest of my life I could have used those materials somewhere else. What did I give up by doing this stupid garbage? So to prevent myself from that mental anguish, from that anxiety, we're just not going to do it. 0 Cup investments. I don't want to switch because Luke doesn't have much turn meter. And I want to switch with him when he does. Newsflash, Relic 8 Luke better than Relic 3 Luke, as it turns out. 65 banners. Next GL, we'll need a Relic 100 Cup. Yeah, even 2 or 3 shot in Rey. Rey just solo by herself. Wait. Am I looking at this entirely wrong? Holy crap. I thought this was GL Rey. Is that frickin' Jedi Training Rey? That's Jedi Training Rey. LOL. LOL, that's not even GL Rey. I just assumed that he had Galactic Legend Rey, that he put her down on defense. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Oh no, never mind. I'm a double idiot because this is the top zone and the Galactic Legend Rey is down here. Yeah, no, okay, fine. Man, what am I'm like loopy now. Yeehaw. That's Galactic Legend Rey. No doubt about it. Right, no, okay. So back up top. What do we want to use against the actual Rey, against the Jedi Training Rey? Brain farts. Okay, let's use troopers here. That seems good to me. We'll use Gideon because we want to get in here, drain turn meter, and then we got to focus on the BB-8. Blood sugar low. Yeah. You guys never do that? You guys never like... Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe it's the first signs of dementia. Maybe it's dementia settling in. Let's do this. And drop the hammer on BB-8. Okay. Not enough. Now we'll drain turn meter and try to get him killed. That's good. Get rid of the force. You know what? Maybe we kill Stick Ray. I was going to go for Jedi Training Ray first, but maybe we kill Stick first. Stick Ray. Yeah, no, just when I went out of that battle, I looked and I was like, wait, what? Was I looking at the wrong thing? And then I just like, for a second there, I thought this whole time I was looking at Jedi Training Ray. Yeah. Okay, let's do Shakti and the boys here. Let's give them a Datacron, give them some extra life. Give them some defensive stats if I can find them. This has got crit damage, this has got defense. This is more of a defensive stat, so we'll do that. The risk here is the courage stacks, right? So with a fast team and courage stacks, we're worried. With a slow team and courage stacks, we are less worried. So we're just going to go, take a lot of clone turns, and then we're going to do aerial advantage on Anakin. Once the damage threat's gone, then we'll do aerial advantage on Padme. And then we're done. Then we stroll away from the battle with our pockets in our hands in our pockets in our hands. You know what I meant. Hands in our pockets. Okay, let's give him another turn. Okay, Shakti. Getting brutalized over here. Get some life back. I do not think that I've taken enough clone turns to kill this Anakin, so let's just take another round of clone turns here. Now let's try to kill him. Okay, good. I find that with 2 clones in the team, by the time he gets aerial advantage, a lot of times you hit something with aerial advantage and you leave him standing there with like 10% hit points. And just taking that one more sequence of like Rex and then 5s each taking another turn, it's enough, and then you get the kill. More of a sure thing. Didn't cost us anything, right? So fighting through it, no problem. Okay. Try to get banners back. Banners back. Did what we could. Okay. Lord Zenith says, howdy. Zachary says, Lord Zenith, were you at Glurmit's stream? The Senate Glurmit, Senate Strong. All right, let's, now we got to do this battle in reverse. What's the best way to do this? I did it again. Man, I gotta fix this right now because I put dash on defense in 3s, and I think with where we are now, we really need to have dash on offense so that we can make use of the dash on Chewie team separately from the CLS and the robots. Where is he? Where's that dash? There he is. Alright, we gotta pick a different team for here. What kind of garbage can we put down here? Something good but not too good. What do we have for Hutt Cartel that's left over? We could just throw some relic characters there and make it look scary. Not much. We don't have many relics that we're not using. We could do like Wedge, Biggs, R2. Sure, why not? We're not really using them for any team. Well, Biggs and Wedge we could use with Mon Mothma and get another team out of that. Why don't I just put that team instead? And then as we get relics on these guys, the team will get a little better, but... where is she? Well, apparently I've already got a team of Mon Mothma. Somewhere. Okay, fine. Whatever. We'll fix that. We'll get Dash back on offense. Okay, so... the team that we have to get through is Shakti, and then everything else over there is just for points. So getting through Shakti. Let's see. So we've got bounty hunters that we could bring in here. We've got CLS. CLS is going to be a low banner win, right? They'll take protection from everybody, and we won't get it back. But maybe that's the best thing to do. If I saw CLS, Han, Chewie, and 3PO, I don't think I would pick this team to come in and try to counter it, right? So that should mean that we have the upper hand. I'll put a Datacron on here. Wedge is way too powerful. Will says, thank you for your modding series. I'm going to start watching it tonight. All right. Well, thank me when you find success with it. The one I'm most proud of, honestly, guys, I'm pretty proud of the last one, the filters, because at the end of the day, if the filters work and they help streamline the modding process, the process of working through mods, then that's really something tangible, right? That helps everybody save time. So that's probably the one that I'm most proud of. I think there's lots of people that mod videos out there. And, I think mine are technical, maybe some more engineering behind them than other content creators. But certainly the filters one, I think, is pretty fantastic, pretty useful for people. All right, let's womp this down. The filters make it so much easier, says by an Irishman. Yeah, that's my hope. That's my contribution. And if people don't like like I love defense mods, and some people still disagree with me on that, and whether or not you should farm more offense mods, and people can disagree with me on that. Like, I don't care. I don't care if people disagree with me. I think it's healthy for the community to have different opinions. But at the end of the day, we can all use good filters. So that's my hope. That's my hope. Because whether you're doing my thing or your own thing or somebody else's thing, those should still be effective. All right, Wampa doing Wampa things. I love this Wampa, man. I got Relic 8. The mods that I have on him, I think, are really nice for what I do here in Grand Arena. This character feels super powerful to me every time I play it. 59 banners. Okay, then we got Fin Poe over here. The counter-attacking Dream Team. We can use Radis here, or we can use Radis down bottom. I'm assuming these guys are going to be pretty slow. 211. On my main account, I think my hero Finn was like 342. And then the Poe was like 302 or something like that. So I had this team pretty fast. And they'd light things off and then start counterattacking people. Got a lot of holds. Felt like a pretty dangerous team. Let's take a look at bounty hunters. Let's see what bounty hunters we have. Fennec should be able to kick through these guys. The counterattack shouldn't be too bad. We've got recovery. Mother said, your mod series is great. I set the filters and I use them. Lately I sold all the left side, but was using some. Yeah, the left side thing isn't nearly as relevant anymore. Like, since they balanced out the number of mods that drop, you don't have to sell off the left side stuff anymore. All right, Hero Finn down before they even got to go. This is looking good. Get some serious kick action going on here. Oh my goodness, look at how hard Fennec kicks. Bam! She's a nuclear reaction with a foot. Here it comes. Here comes the foot. Maybe that's why she's such good friends with Boba Foot. That's, I don't know, that's not even close to a good joke. Sounded better in my head before I said it out loud. Oh man. All right, let's take a look at the Radish team here. Throw in a Datacron because we can. We have them. The protection up reduces the chance that I might, maybe, who knows, maybe Radish will keep a banner. Did I miss anything interesting in the last 10 minutes? No. Absolutely nothing interesting has happened in the last 10 minutes. We're almost to ships. We are through to ships on the top wall, but that's where we are in the GAC. Once this battle's done, I'll be on ships. All right, Colonel Stark down. This is trooper abuse, I think. Oh man, just got through his protection. Cost me a banner. Putting troopers on defense like that is definitely trooper abuse. I call trooper abuse. Let's go see what we got over here in ships. Okay. 358,000 of Bounty Hunter Executrix. And then a 400,000 Rebel fleet. Oof. I feel like I have to take the Malevolence in against the Rebel fleet. If they get the right sequence, they can get on Anakin and just shred him. So it's a risk taking in the Galactic Republic team. Oops. Trying to get Plo here. We'll take Plo in for banner recovery. Are you guys excited for Ahsoka? The new villains with the orange lightsabers? I see the word lightsaber and I say like saber now. That's funny. It cracked me up. All right, let's put some buzz droids over here. They draw on something other than the light and dark side, and thus the orange lightsaber. Is that what that's supposed to represent? The neutral part of the Force? Are they gray Jedi? Or gray Force users? Do we finally have neutral faction in the game? True neutral faction? Okay, you got buzz droids on, so die. You got buzz droids on, so die. Excited for Ahsoka, and I hope we get some old guy Rex. Rex fan, huh? Okay. That looks good. 67 banners. And this is why you guys always need to unlock Malevolence and Negotiator at least at 5 stars. You gotta have those ships in there. Okay. We'll do this. This should be quick and straightforward. Will said, that's just what the internet told me. I thought the lightsabers looked cool. Orange, though? Do they draw on the power of Taco Bell and Cheetos? If that was true, then every time they use their weapons, they would end up with like orange dust all over their fingers for the next couple hours. Orange dust on their pants. All right, big hit. Let's see if, oh yeah, one shot. Sweet, 74 banners. They're obviously Longhorn fans. Nice. I don't know why, but the lightsabers, all the new shows kind of look weird for some reason. They look weird to you, huh? Yeah, maybe it's the way they animate them in versus the old stuff. All right, 962 zone clear. I think he's stuck on Jabba. I think he's stuck on Profundity. I don't think he kills either one. So this should be a 2-in-1 season, 2-in-1 round for Opticio. And looking good for a 3-0 on Loquitur. So we'll continue to proceed next week with the push on Loquitur to get back into Kyber. And we'll see if we can hold on to Erodium with Opticio with just one GL in that bottom corner anchoring down the system. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna make this stream kind of a quick one tonight. So that'll be it. That's gonna be it. Remember to join us over on the Discord. The link is always in the description of the Holocron down below. If you're not part of a good Discord community, especially if you're a newer player, come over there, hang out with us. We've got a super cool, non-toxic community, experienced players willing to help people out, new players asking questions. Even if you're not very talkative, you can just chill out, watch, see what other people are saying, learn a lot about the game. So come on over there. Hit that like button on the way out. If you didn't hit it on the way in, just tippy-tap it, slam that thing, crush it, force lightning, whatever your favorite thing to do to the like button is, please do it. And that helps me, and I would appreciate it if you could help. So that's it. I'll sign off there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next Holocron.